Hey everyone, it's NerfBoyProductions here, and today we are kicking it old school. We are going to take a look at my collection of Nerf Mavericks, as well as all my other Nerf Revolvers. So time and time again, Nerf keeps coming out with brand new blasters. It seems like they'll never stop, but one type of blaster that keeps coming up is revolvers. Now we're all waiting for the new rival revolver to come up sometime, but in the meantime, you betcha I have collected my fair share of revolvers. So today, we're gonna take a look at all of them that I have. You probably didn't expect this video this week, and to be quite honest, I had a couple choices of videos to make. I was going to do a follow-up video with a full review of the Nerf Regulator, but it seems like the Nerf community has had a ton of Regulator coverage lately, and that's not something you need more of. So then I went to my Toys R Us and I saw some new Nerf Nitro stuff. So I picked up all the latest Nerf Nitro stuff, and I could do a video on that. But you guys aren't here for toy cars. So I went into my Nerf lair, looked around, and saw this. One of my original Mavericks, and this one's in the whiteout. And it was really comforting for me. In a time where Nerf is going at full tilt, just moving forwards and never looking back, it was really refreshing to just take a look at an old blaster, a piece of Nerf heritage here. And I just love the Maverick, and I think it's still held up against the test of time, which is really cool. So I got this, and I got all my Mavericks together in a big pile, and then I started looking at all the other revolvers I have, and that's where we are with this video. So without further ado, let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so down below I have the entire arsenal, and I will bring it up to you and show you each blaster one by one. Starting off with the guy that I showed you in the intro, this is a whiteout Maverick that I didn't purchase, and in fact this is my only whiteout blaster I have ever gotten. You know, for a person like me who has pretty much every single blaster, you know, from like 2006 onwards, it's really weird that I never got any of the whiteout blasters, but this was actually sent to me by a fan, which was super cool. So here is a closer look at the whiteout Maverick, and as you can see, it's been done by the fan who sent it to me in like silver Sharpie all throughout the barrel, which looks kind of cool. And it has glow in the dark. This is crazy. It actually has like little glow in the dark pellets shoved in there, so this thing glows in the dark. Other than that, it works like your typical Maverick, ejecting out the side. It doesn't have any drop barrel or anything, but you know, pulling the trigger rotates through, and this thing's been modified. It has the dart posts removed inside there, as well as the air restrictors. I believe it has the penny mod as well, but I've never actually cracked it open, so I don't actually know. But yeah, it's got detailed in silver Sharpie. It's a whiteout Maverick. It's modified with all the classic modifications, and I, for one, think it is pretty cool. The next two Mavericks we're gonna do in pairs. So these two guys were once a single Maverick and split into two Mavericks. Kind of crazy. I don't know if you can kind of guess what's going on here. So the fan who sent me these actually purchased two Mavericks. One was the clear Maverick, and one was the Sonic Green Maverick, and they combined the pieces. I think that's all they did. I don't think there's any legitimate mods. No, as you can tell, fully stock, but all they did was swap the parts. So this barrel here is, or this cylinder here is now the green, as well as the priming handle. And on this guy, you know, we have the clear priming handle and the clear cylinder. Also, these don't have drop barrel mods at all, but they have, again, glow in the dark theme. They have glow in the dark tape here on the top, which is kind of nifty. I haven't actually tested if that stuff still has the glow factor. I don't know if it does or not, but those are two Sonic Mavericks that are kind of twins. So this would be cool for like a double barrel sort of thing. Believe it or not, this is my last Maverick that I'm about to show you. I used to have the regular yellow, but I broke it. And I used to have the blue and yellow, and I broke that. This was back when, you know, I would break stuff. So this is the last Maverick I have, and this is again, fan-made Maverick, which is just hilarious. They're all fan-made. This one is really cool. They took the casing off of the cylinder, so you can see these individual dart posts, which is really cool. And the paint job on this is just black and orange, which is, you know, not crazy, but the black, they did a really good job of. Even years later, the paint hasn't peeled. Like, however they applied this with the coats and stuff, Everything feels awesome. The gun feels like it doesn't smell like oftentimes when you'll spray paint, even if you do a clear coat, you still get the spray paint smell. Just, you can't get any of that. This looks like it could just be original black plastic, and they took the N-Strike logo and put mine over top. If you can see right there, that's about just about the time that I got my latest logo. They sent me this with the new logo on there, and that's on both sides, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this one, I believe, yeah, see, this one has the drop barrel mod. So as you can see, this cylinder is actually coming out a lot further than they normally do, which is definitely an awesome modification. And of course, air restrictor removal as well. And if you notice this little guy, they actually put a barrel attachment on there. So it's lined up perfectly so it doesn't interfere with the darts, but you can put a barrel on this thing, like a silencer, if you want to go crazy like that. I think this is awesome, and that's probably why it's my favorite one. Okay, Mavericks are done. I know, I only have 4, but we get to move on to some other fun stuff now. Strong arms. This is a strong arm. It's a stock strong arm, completely stock. It's white. And it's a regular strong arm. Who cares? Now this is my modified one. I like the blue color more, so I modded a blue strong arm and left the white one regular. Technically, the white one's an XD. They're the same. So this one actually has the orange ModWorks kit in it, meaning it works extremely well. Oh, we got darts in there. It's packing a serious punch. This is probably my favorite revolver that I have. I'm pretty 99% sure that the orange ModWorks kit for the strong arm works in the Disruptor as well. So I'd like to get my hands on another kit so that I could put it in my Disruptor. Then it'll be my favorite gun. We'll get to that. But this is so classic. This was supposed to be the replacement of the Maverick, a little more modern style, a little more elite style when the Elite came out. And of course, it does that great. It's got the digital camo, and I love the blue colorway with the orange because they're complementary colors and all that. And this modified one with the orange ModWorks kit is just killer wicked awesome. So I love this thing. And strong arm, definitely an improvement over the Maverick. The Maverick will always hold more nostalgia, but strong arm is definitely great. Now let's do a little bit of a different guy. This guy is the Spectre Rev 5. I also have an original yellow Spectre Rev 5, which I forgot to put in the collection. My bad. Here's the original Spectre. As you can see, it's a base pistol, but it has the folding stock here, which is always really cool. I always loved that. And then the coolest silencer barrel, and this is probably the best Nerf barrel ever made, because that inner barrel is actually massive. In comparison to a Nerf dart, it's huge. So you get the cool added benefit of the looks of a silencer barrel, but it doesn't actually affect the range that much because the dart doesn't bounce around in there. So really cool. And I also have all those attachments for my Elite Spectre, but I figured it's not really worth getting them both out. So here's the yellow one, here's the blue one, this one obviously being the newer one. I think it performs slightly better. I don't know. I still remember this guy not being too great, but it comes with all the same attachments, and it comes with a 5-round cylinder, which is quite small. The Spectre was always very unique. There's nothing quite like it out there. So for that reason, I really like it, you know? Also, they were always really hard to find, which made them kind of elusive, at least where I live in Canada. There was a point where they were Walmart exclusives, then Walmart dropped them, then they were hard to find, then you had to find them on eBay, and then they came out with the Elites again, so always kind of tricky to find these guys. When you do, you feel like a winner. All right, fine. This is my Disruptor. If you saw my mod guide, I showed you just how easy it is to mod this Disruptor, so you should check out that video, but it is a strong arm. The internals are the same, but it's got a comfier handle, a comfier priming bar, and they took off the front piece. So where the strong arm has a pop-out loading 6-cylinder, this has a 6-cylinder that you just load in through the front. So see how you can access pretty much 5 of these cylinders, and you just have to rotate it to get that last one. It is a better design. It's not as fun as popping it out, but it is a better design. I mean, they perform the same. I think this one actually performs a little bit better. And of course, the mods I've shown you are very, very easy. So this is my modified Disruptor. It's my only Disruptor. And if I had to go to a war with any of the revolvers I'm mentioning here, this is probably the one. I think we've done enough of the elite stuff. Let's hit up Mega, because there's one Mega revolver, and it is the Cyclone Shock. And I think this thing doesn't get enough credit, you know? It packs a serious punch. It's got a big 6-round thing for Megas. It doesn't have slam fire, which is kind of a shame, but it's also very big because it's a Mega Blaster. But for me, it is just awesome. You feel like you're part of Borderlands or something like that. It's awesome. It's a Cyclone Shock. Hey, it's my least favorite blaster. People know this, people know this. It's kind of turned into a legend on my channel. Remember how I mentioned I've had like every blaster since 2006? Well, out of all of those blasters, there's pretty much only one I've never done a video on. The Hammer Shot. Now, I never meant to not do a video. It just kind of slid through my fingers and we moved on. I never did a video on it, but 5 cylinders, a single tactical rail, comfortable grip, I think people say, and a big hammer. People say you can dual wield these, and that's why they're awesome, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. The Hammer Shot and me don't get along, so let's move on. Now, technically, I should hate this thing more than the Hammer Shot, and I wasn't even sure if it made the bill. Is this a revolver? I mean, we got a hammer style. They just took a Hammer Shot, made it bigger. What is this? 8-round capacity. This is the Negotiator. It's huge. Does that count? It's a space revolver. It's also a 2-hander, so maybe it's not a revolver. I don't know. It's got a tactical rail, a little stubby one. I think it's actually more comfortable than the Hammer Shot, because I'm crazy apparently, but 8 rounds. It's got the Doomlands thing, so you can see everything working inside, which is cool. Even this thing isn't as bad as the Hammer Shot. And now this video's just turned into a Hammer Shot rant, and I'm gonna get major criticisms and dislikes for being like, how could you hate the Hammer Shot? Whoa, we're already on the last one. Oh my gosh. Again, this is another one. I don't know if it counts as a revolver, because it's kind of like a double revolver, but this is the Flip Fury. Now, I have a stock one. Yeah, this is a stock one here, which is ugly. And this awesome looking one, which is modified. So, you know, Flip Fury, it's got 2 different cylinders, but it is, you know, it's kind of still a revolver. It's just a big revolver, but I don't know if it's any bigger than the Cyclone Shock, so I included it in the list. Not my favorite. I've used it before in wars. It's just kind of clunky and silly, but sure does look cool. And that's it for my revolver collection. Yeah, I mean, I used to have a lot more Mavericks. I used to have a lot more guns, but they come and go. These revolvers feel very expendable, so I break a lot of them and have to get new ones because they don't cost that much. Like I said, Nerf is still waiting on that revolver-style rival blaster. I mean, I created one with my Big Shock, which you can check out that video too, but that wasn't really a revolver, more of a pistol. Basically, the moral of the story is that as long as Nerf continues to release new series of blasters, they're gonna continue releasing revolvers, and this collection's only gonna get bigger. Let me know if you like this kind of video where I just kind of take a look at a specific group of blasters that I have a big collection of. You know, we could do flywheels, we could do, you know, pump action springers, we could do all of that. So let me know if this is a cool series or not, or if you just think I'm stupid. And last week we did dog toys. I guess not a lot of you have dogs, you're not dog people. That's all right. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I usually have videos every single Saturday, so if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so that you can catch all those. With this one over, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, this was NerfBoyProductions, signing off.